why I started doing photography. Why I started photography. Well, before we even speak about photography, let's just talk about my life. Even though my description just says like I'm a normal human being, that I am. And one of the things that I've known has always been a universal theme throughout my life is that I've never been I've never been the greatest at explaining how I thought and how I felt. So, with that being understood, I always had to use certain outlets to explain how I felt or how I was thinking or how my mind was working at the time. Because even though I do have a decent vocabulary, I just don't feel like words could always capture exactly what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling on the inside. And when I was, I want to say, for like my 10th birthday, I was given like little crayons and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say crayons, they were markers or whatever, and I was just using them to like draw. Little did I know that would eventually turn into one of my passions, and I would love to draw and everything like that. Matter of fact, I have a whole manga book right here. And little does everybody know that this YouTube channel actually used to be an art channel dedicated to me displaying my art and everything like that. But I realized that photography was just for me. And why did I feel like this? Is because it makes me feel so excited because with this art, it's just, which to me it's a form of art, and it's just so simple. Like, it's just so natural. You could literally take a picture of an apple. You could take a picture of a tree. You could take a picture of an animal, whatever it may be. That's so. It's just so simple. It's just so beautiful. And just when I go out, excuse me, when I go outside and I go take a picture of something, or I go capture something, or I just go stare at something. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. No matter what I'm looking at, I can always just see the beauty in it, and that's why I devoted a huge chunk of my life to photography. Because at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. And not only is it a way for me as sort of like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's an outlet, but it's a sigh of relief. because I feel like in life we're always just caught up in what's next. We're always caught up in what's going to happen next 10, 15 years. Like, I just went to orientation for school today, and like, it's just so convoluted with just everything that might happen, that might not happen. But with photography, there only is. There is no maybe, there is no overthinking it. Like, there only is when it comes to photography. That's why I fell in love with it. And just how simple and how peaceful it is. It's just something that you just automatically feel like, wow, that's exactly what I did. And like looking at what I've made, it just feels so beautiful. Like, it makes me want to do more. It makes me want to buy more. It makes me want to use more. And that's why I love photography, because nothing will ever make me more mindful, more at peace, more at ease than photography. That's what I love. And I first started falling in love with it when I was 17. I came out, well, I had first bought this at Target. My first film camera. Fell in love with it ever since. I even have a little photo book for it. And I just take some of the best, like, just pick and choose which photos that I really, really like, and I'll save them. I definitely will. And when it comes, this is when I realized, like, I kind of just had, like, a knack for it. Because it just, like, it came so easy. Like, I never really had to try. Like, I just, like, okay, I'll walk up and I take a picture. And no matter how many times I need to take to get the perfect photo, that's what I'm willing to do. Because, to me, photography is more of like even though it is a skill, it's a state of mind too. Because you have to be mindful of what you're capturing. You have to be mindful of that. And that's something that I don't think that could ever be taken for granted when it comes to photography. And later along the lines, I started buying things like these. A separate video for both of these. And yeah, started buying things like these. Like, I really started to fall in love with it. And I spent a whole lot of time just observing the peaceful nature of, well, even though I wasn't a huge adventurer as much as I am nowadays, like a few years ago, my backyard was my adventure. And I would just sit in my backyard and just observe the grass or something like that, because I just thought that even though it might seem insignificant, I know that everything has its beauty, everything has its simplicity, everything has its own purpose. And when you focus on it and when you look at it, you know, you get a certain angle of it, like, it can always just seem so beautiful. And that's the reason why I have fell in love with photography in the first place. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. You do not know how much I procrastinated. I don't know. What a crazy start to a year. Also, Happy New Year's. 5 to 6 days in. I don't remember when this video is going to be uploaded. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. But Happy New Year's. Happy first video of the new year. Thank you so much for watching, and I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some insight on my life. I highly doubt that you guys care. This is more of like a personal essay, future video as to why I fell in love with it. And I'll see y'all on the next one.